Hi. Hi, guys. It's Gina Gershon here. And as promised, because so many of you have registered, me and Mädchen are going to talk to you, answer some questions, read live reading of Twilight. How intense will that be? Oh, wait, let's see here. Oh, I have to say Mädchen. Oh, gosh, I forgot to invite her. Mädchen. Wait, where is she? Hi, everyone. Wait, I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, God, I think I have to invite. This is what I do. God, I should have had her do this post. Mädchen, where are you? Oh, wait, I think I do it this way. Sorry, guys. You have to forgive I'm trying to do this without my glasses. Let's see here. Here we go. She should be here. How's everyone doing today? I'm so happy. It's been so great here in New York. There's been lines and lines and lines of people around the block. Hi. Yay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy to see you.
So good to see you too. I had this lovely little light set up that was going to make me look really fabulous, and it died.
I just went right in front of the window.
There you go. So
it's the only light that's working. You look great.
Thank you.
You're a pro. You know how to do it so well.
Oh, girl, no.
Yes, you do. So anyway, I was just saying to everyone, thank you so much for registering, and now you got to get out there and vote. I was saying there's so many lines all around New York. The lines have been insane, hours and miles and miles. So exciting.
And that next week is the last week to register for some states.
Yeah.
So needs to make sure that, have I put a filter on myself? What's going on right now? Do I look icy?
You look a little icy. You do.
I kind of like
it's kind of good. I don't know how to do that. I'm just getting light from outside.
I pushed some button and I look icy now. So we'll go.
What? I think it's that filter down there. Anyway.
So I did a poll to see where everybody was at.
Yeah.
59% were registered, and then the remaining percentage had already voted. So
that's so great.
Yeah.
I mean, it all around the America, or are you talking about on our little Instagram?
I think it was US. I asked about the US election. So, but it doesn't matter what country you're in. If you're able to vote, you got to vote. Yeah. This is how a country represents the entire society of that country. Is you got to get everybody has to come out and vote. When you're lucky enough, like us, to live in a democracy and vote, you got to up. And we've got people that are trying to stop the vote, and they're trying to support.
It's really important. I mean, in my whole entire life, I've never lived through something like this, right? None of us have. And so it just becomes it's not an option to say, I don't like this guy, I don't like this person, or it's you got to vote. Because if you don't vote, you can't complain later. Oh my God, I can't deal with 4 more years, whatever, just go out and vote.
I wonder, does the responsibility of voting come as you mature? Because I remember feeling, in my 20s, does my vote really count? It's just a system, and the president is just a talking point. But I really, truly feel, number one, I was so inspired when Obama was elected, because I was like, okay, we can have diversity that will represent us and represent all of us. And then to see, this latest election with the way this administration is trying to cripple our electoral system and control it and take out the mail centers and, the electoral code we got to get rid of. But I feel now more than ever, no, our voice really does matter.
We've also never been in a time like this where, if we don't take care of the climate, we're all freaking out about wearing masks and not going outside. This will be a dress rehearsal. It's no joke. We're at a time on so many crucial moments that if we don't really deal with it the right way, we're not going to be around. We're not going to be able to enjoy the world, the way we've known it. Our kids, our grandkids, it's going to be, that's why it's a very crucial time. I mean, it's never been this insane. All the division everywhere. Everyone's like, oh, are you right or left? I'm like, it's like right and wrong. I don't care about blue, red. I just want like a united States of America again. I just want unity and I just want calm,
Yeah.
People need to be safe,
I've never
feel
really
safe.
I've never felt comfortable like being I'm a huge mental health advocate, and I can put my
Yeah.
story out and I can be really clear in what I feel needs to happen and what needs to change. I've always been a little on the fence to go out and really campaign for someone and say, vote this way, because I really truly feel like I get that there's checks and balances. I
Yeah.
get that there's conservative thinking and there's progressive thinking.
Definitely. Absolutely.
That's okay. That's going to happen in every country.
Yeah.
And we'll both fight for what we feel is important, and then we'll meet in the middle and unify and figure out how to have a country that represents everyone. And I'm fine to say that I am voting Democratic this year. I'm voting for Biden Harris, because I've never seen somebody in office that is just blatantly racist, blatantly sexist,
Yeah.
and is not wanting to lead our country for everyone. He's trying to lead this country for the rich, for the people around him, and he's skewing everything that way. And I think he's really like poking holes in our system and showing us where are the weaknesses, where can somebody take advantage, where can somebody try to become a dictator. And we got to be really careful, and we got to now look at all of he's poked holes in the light board.
Listen, we're fighting for the democracy. We're fighting for the soul of our country. I used to go, I remember when I'd go, I travel quite a bit. And I remember when Obama was in, because going to Europe and people were like, Obama. I felt so proud. I was like, yeah, man, he's our president. It's pretty cool. And now I feel like people look at me like, you're American. I'm like, yeah. But like, I know we need things to change. It's our country is really not looked upon in a great way anymore, and that's wrong, and people shouldn't be scared. I know, I'm with you. I don't think we should tell anyone who to vote, but like, honestly, I mean, I could very blatantly say, I'm voting. I don't even think I'm voting Democrat. I'm definitely voting for Biden and Kamala. I'm voting for, to me, what will help heal our country, because what we've seen in the last 4 years, it's just been so stressful. It's like one crazy thing after the other. And it's just, people shouldn't be scared walking down the street and this whole, anyway, I mean, we probably shouldn't, we just want people to go vote, but
yeah, go vote. And
don't listen to us. We're just here to get you to vote. But
yeah, and this wave is happening around the globe, and I look back and I look at 2007, 2009, when it was a huge financial crash around the globe, and I feel that we're still reeling from what happened then, and people hurt.
yeah.
And when they're hurting and they don't have the money and they can't provide for their family and they can't hold on to their job, I get why you want to bring somebody into the Oval Office that's going to shake things up, but this didn't work out this time. This is not the way we shake things up.
No.
We don't shake it up to crumble our country. We need to get things back on track and start making some good, like you said, good decisions about the climate, about
climate and healthcare, and just this
Yeah.
coronavirus. I'm so horrible. It's like, I hate it that I can't just come out there and see you guys. It's like the soul.
Yeah.
It's such a big to do, and you're there on the set working. It's really hard, right? You're just like, it's hard everywhere. You're lucky to be working, and anyone who's working,
very, very lucky to be working.
I worked the other day, and it was just so, you get tested in this, and you can't really talk to people too close, and just, you walk down the street, and it's just sad, and people are definitely hurting, and it's going to get worse in the next few months, especially if people don't have jobs. And
our country truly needs to examine the systemic racism. We are a country that was founded on slave ships coming over, building the country. And we've never recognized it. We've never truly come to terms with it. We've never acknowledged it. We never done anything to right the wrong. And I think that's what happened during this quarantine, is that we started seeing what's been happening, to the Black community. This has been happening for hundreds of years, but we were all like in front of our televisions we had nothing else to do but to watch this, and I think it awakens something in our country, and I think that we need to.
Well, I think it's like it's been kind of some big, deep, shameful thing that everyone kind of knows it's been wrong. So we just keep sweeping it under the rug. And then all of a sudden it seemed to be better. You know, all of a sudden we have a black president. It's like, all right, this is really kind of going in the right direction. And then somehow with this administration and everything, it's just like, let's rip off the lid to Pandora's box. It's okay to be a racist. It's okay to be divided.
Yeah.
And it's not okay. It's
Not
just
okay.
not okay.
And it brought a lot of you know, attitudes out from the shadows that it was said that's not acceptable. You can't do that. And now everyone's been emboldened and they've been, it. So we got to examine that. We got to fix that.
We got to fix it. Yeah. Anyway, so should we do our big reading? Do we have lots of people? I see all these people. They've been hearting and saying hi. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Thanks
everyone.
for being here. Is everyone ready for us to do our big reading of Twilight?
Our Twilight reading. I have to give my daughter
yes.
credit for finding this scene. So I was like, Mina, Gina and I were going to read something. What should we read? What would be like fun? And she goes, okay, I got something for you. And she sent the link, and it was, so ladies and gentlemen, we give you Twilight.
Wait, can I just say something about your daughter? I saw her,
yes.
when I saw her sing in New York, oh my God, she was so fantastic. And she's so great. You guys, you should listen to her music. She's so beautiful and she's so soulful. I really enjoyed that night. She was really,
that was a really great night. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting her.
I loved her. I loved the way she sang. It really just made my heart swell. She's really beautiful. Good job. Nice job.
Thanks.
You've done a very good job with her. No, she's a beautiful woman and she's a beautiful singer. You must be so proud.
I'm very proud. And now I'm actually trying to find a filter that is appropriate for Twilight.
You don't have your, oh my God. How did you do that? Wait a second. I want a filter. Should I put a filter on too?
You got to find something that's appropriate. What do we do?
Wait, oh God. No. I'm doing the wrong. Oh wait, oh gosh, I really did. Tapping it. I think I've done something bad. Tapping a photo or video will show it right away. No, I don't want that. Oh
I know, right? Now I've got two.
Oh no, I have to cancel. Well, I got too excited. Let me get rid of this. How do I get back to normal?
You can swipe all the way left. I don't know. I'm kind of.
It says remove Mädchen. No, I say cancel. Tapping a photo or video will show it right away. Okay. Do I just say that? Oh wow, look at your filter.
No, I got like a little ice queen situation happening.
Oh, hi. Look at me.
There
now.
you go. What did you do? You have like an interesting background.
Yeah, I like my background. It's very like 70s kind of groovy. I mean, maybe it's not very good for Twilight. Let me try something else.
Mine isn't loading.
I have a green screen all of a sudden. I really don't. Oh, that's spooky. Oh, this is mine. I'm going this way.
Okay. I see you.
With with mental vibes going because, they're so, in this scene, they're just so connected and there's so much love going on. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I've got wispy snowflakes going around me. And, and I'm cool because I'm a vampire and I've been.
Yeah, because you're going to be playing,
Mm-hmm.
Robert Patterson. I'm going to be doing the Kristen Stewart part. So I think yours is very appropriate. And she seems kind of confused in this scene, like, wait, what's going on? This might be good.
Oh, yes, it is very. He knows what's going on.
Wait, maybe I should try one more thing. Oh no, the starburst. I think I better leave Best alone. Maybe we should do our reading, right?
Yeah.
Because we still have all those questions. Some questions.
We did. All right, ready? So let's jump in. So ladies and gentlemen, we do Twilight. This scene is called I Feel Very Protective of You.
You've got to give me some answers.
Yes. No. To get to the other side. 1.77245.
I don't know. I don't want to know what the square root of pi is.
You knew that?
How did you know where I was?
I didn't.
All right.
Wait, don't leave.
Did you follow me?
I feel very protective of you.
So you followed me.
I was trying to keep a distance unless you needed my help, but then I heard what those lowlifes were thinking.
Wait. You said you heard what they were thinking? So, what? You read minds.
I can read every mind in this room, apart from yours. Money. Sex. Money. Sex. Cats. And then you, nothing. It's very frustrating.
Is there something wrong with me?
See, I tell you I can read minds and you think there's something wrong with you.
What is it?
I don't have the strength to stay away from you anymore.
Then don't.
Oh, I made it through without laughing.
I think maybe that's been some of our best work we've ever done. I don't know.
I think Gallus is on fire right now.
I mean, if they don't bring us back as like an acting duo, maybe we could do burlesque or have like we could do this best scenes from all sorts of good movies like Twilight or
I know,
Thelma and Louise.
some of the questions have asked Gallus or Phallus, and I think it's pretty clearly Gallus. I mean, do we need FP?
No.
No. Well, maybe to change it.
Yeah, he's good to have around that. He's really good with like building things and electronics and like bringing food home. He's good at that, but like we'd have so much more fun. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly.
I think we should just do like a threesome, like just embrace the love triangle.
I think so. And then when we get annoyed with them, we could just like make them go out and do chores and then we just have fun.
There you go. And have fun, have a dance party, have a
People
glass
always
of wine.
wondered about the backstory. They're like, what happened? I said, well, the two of us had this thing, weren't we roommates? And then, he came in and we're like, oh yeah, we had to be traditional. But now, since it's a different time, the kids could do whatever they want. And so we had to keep it on the lowdown. But now, could bring the team back together again.
So speaking of questions, wow. The fans asked so many questions.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I go through.
Let me see what these say.
Oh my gosh. So many. I know hundreds of thousands of questions.
Oh my God.
But there were some that jumped out that were like a lot of people asked the same question. So we should definitely address those.
Okay.
They all want to know, does Gladys come back for season 5?
Ooh, everyone wants to. Hey, I'd like to know that too. If all you guys write in and say, have me come back, maybe it'll help push Roberto. I mean, you never know. You never know with this show. They're like, as long as we're going, you're going to come back. All of a sudden you get a crazy script and all of a sudden she might show up.
Yeah. And the good thing about Roberto is like he builds this universe, and even when people leave or die.
You could die and come back.
They come back. There's flashbacks. There's twins that could show up. There's, so he's great about that. So there's never a closed door on Riverdale.
And I was so sad when I left, and like, Jelly Bean's there. I mean, Jughead's getting a little grown up and all that, but it's like, I think she should come back.
Well, and they're really good. I can tease to the fans that the beginning of the season would have been the end of last season. Right. And there's really good stuff that wraps up the end of high school and different things that happen. And then there's a really great, there is this great send-off to Skeet. Everyone knows he said his goodbye. But the story is open-ended, and that character can always come back. And
so there's no parental, supervision at all. So I think maybe I should come back because, like, who's minding the kids, really?
Who's minding the
Who's
kids?
minding my damn kids?
Another question a lot of people asked was, did we meet before or after the show? And we met because you came on to grace us with Gladys, and we immediately hit it off. And
Yeah.
I love finding fellow females. We're like-minded. We've been in the business forever. We're strong, independent, fun individuals, and it's so great to meet someone that isn't threatened and just celebrates you. And I feel that you do that, and I just think that's beautiful because this industry can try to pit us against each other and make us competitive and insecure, and that's now, man, we gotta embrace each other, love each other, and
Yeah.
we hit it off
I
eventually.
was
And you,
excited to meet you. When I mean, I knew Skeet. Skeet was the only person on the set I knew, and I'd met Molly years before because we had done a show together. But I was really excited to meet you. And as soon as we met, we were like, "Hi, let's go out to dinner," And then
yeah,
you kind
and
of,
then you took me immediately to a dance party, and I was like, this is my girl. This is
yeah,
this
fun.
subject now.
Yeah, Parker, Parker's dance party. But that was so we actually really did, to answer the question. We met on the show because of the show.
We met on the show, and
Oh,
we
I
stayed.
like that filter. That's
It's the little, you got to do the winter holly situation.
I don't know
I'm
how
just
to get to the winter holly. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna switch mine up.
ooh, yours
Oh,
got lit with daisy.
right, snowing. It's fall. It's fall.
Oh,
So I have some stuff falling from the ceiling onto me. But okay, let's go to let's
oh
go to another
wow.
question.
You
Hi.
totally become someone completely different.
I've been a fan of yours for so long.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, I haven't seen all these filters. These are so crazy. Oh, this is happy.
So there was so a lot of people are asking, are Gladys and Alice on good terms? How's the tension between them given they love the same man? So they all want to know, like, how did that, and I would say that, I mean, in my opinion, it was definitely a little stressed. We've had Alice and Gladys have had a history with FP for a long time. You guys
Since high school. Like we always kind of had
have,
a FP thing since high school.
you guys have had two kids. FP and I secretly had a kid. And so, yeah, it was very complicated and tense when Gladys came to town.
Yeah.
Um, so I feel the characters themselves, it's a little tense.
It's a little, you know what I have to say, in saying this, I was a little disappointed, or maybe there's still time. It would have been nice if we just had these scenes, but everyone was around. It would have been great if there was just an Alice and Gladys scene, just saying, all right, what's what? Like, and really
Right.
going
Let's work
without having
out.
reconciliation and saying that you
Talk this through.
because there's a lot of history that's not really explained. We just had to act it and know it, but because people ask
Yeah.
me all the time, like, so what's up with you guys? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
I think they should just do a whole spin-off, the Gladys spin-off.
The Gallus.
I mean, the Gallus. Yeah, Gladys. No, but like Alice and Gladys.
So a couple of more personal questions. So someone asked, what did we do during quarantine? Actually, a few people asked, what did we do during quarantine? What did you do? How did you keep yourself busy?
I have to say I was very lucky in a way. I was in New York and I was working and I had to go to LA to start a movie that I was so excited about. And I went out there and I had rented a place with a friend of mine, just, in the Venice canals, because I was going to be working in Manhattan. And he was going to be there for like a month and I was going to keep it. And next thing you know, we were on lockdown. But I felt almost guilty. It was so beautiful. I was in the Venice canals. I went paddle boarding every day. The beach
was nice.
I felt like it kept my sanity, smelling flowers and just because it was just so scary. So I was very lucky that I ended up and got stuck in a very beautiful location, So that, and I was out there, my family was there, although it was hard to see them, but it was tough. But I think being in nature definitely helped me a lot, a lot.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I was on my last day of editing the episode I directed
Yeah.
last season for Dale.
You did such a good job.
Thank you. And so it was that was a little like, oh, they sent us home and went home, had to just do everything remotely for that last, get my director's cut turned in remotely and had conversations with the editor and, he would send a link and then we would adjust it. He would send another link. So that was the beginning of it. And then I would say, same thing. Like I got into nature, and this is kind of what I do in general. Like I work, really super hard, super dedicated. Long hours, not a problem. Do it, get it done. And then if I have time off, I immediately get into nature.
Yeah.
And it's either you're in a city where you can find a park or water or a hike, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're in an urban center, and then that's when I get into my like little garden. But I
Yeah.
mean garden like just like some plants around the house. Like it's not some lush Martha's Vineyard
Were you
garden.
guys able to go out? Like, could you go to Stanley Park during the quarantine, or were you not allowed to like go out to the parks? How locked down was it in Vancouver?
Itself, they were good. What's interesting about BC in general is they have a very like social mindset, and so they sort of do things that they know is just best for the community.
Yeah.
And they don't take on this attitude that sometimes we take on in the States, which is you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You're infringing on my rights, right? So so there was a lot of outdoor activities, people wearing, like even now, everybody wears face masks, whether it's government mandated or not. So I think people just kind of do the right thing here. Um, but I was home with hubby and I was just like planting things and cutting things and my husband always knows that I'll just get lost in the garden and that's just a way to heal and reground and clear my brain and so I
Nature
did a lot.
healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another, someone asked any tips, advice for anyone who wants to get into acting.
Well,
I would say study, study, study. Like we're in a time period in the business where people can get jobs just because they're charismatic, but
mhm,
that doesn't give you the tools to be a good actor. Like
right.
you need to do live theater, do high school theater, do
Right.
you got to perform, you got to get all the tools that you need,
Learn
because
your,
that's
they said,
learn
and
craft.
thing like it used to be, I mean, gosh, who knows when live theater will be going again, but it used to be like we had to like, you do theater and then someone sees you and then maybe you get it on a TV or movie or you just keep working and working. And now with all of this, like people can make their own little movies. You could like work on something and act and just put it out there in the world. People could at least, you just have to, I think creating your own work now is much more accessible than when we were coming to this. That's
Yeah, that's a good point because
people don't really know. You could see they get anxious then if all of a sudden it's just
yeah.
comfortable and confident if you know what you're doing.
And it's interesting that you bring that up too, because on the one hand, like I'm all about like live theater and working with people and doing workshops. That's going to be a little bit challenging for a bit. But you're bringing up such a good point. Like you can actually, like that amazing program Masterclass. Like you can
Yeah.
absorb so much information from these um, masters at what they do. We have that accessible to us now, which wasn't accessible when you and I were coming up and getting in the business.
Even now when it was on lockdown, my nephew's girlfriend, she was like teaching acting through Zoom. I mean, the acting teachers that I know, you could still do it and learn. It's certainly not as fun. My niece came in to live in New York to learn film and all that stuff, and then she had to go back. Lives in Florida, and I'm like, well, just keep writing, keep just making little movies, just read these books, watch these films. I mean, at least, to going back to the quarantine thing, it's a good time to just like have the discipline to study and learn something and
Yeah.
not it, you can go down a rabbit hole of Instagram or weird TV shows. It's good to keep working and keep doing things and being creative and producing things.
And I think too, like, well, one of the things, like, now that I'm stepping behind the camera, I'm writing, producing, directing, I would encourage everyone to do that sooner. If you feel like you want to do that, I waited. I mean, I waited forever. I waited because I thought, oh, I guess I was just waiting to ask permission, which is ridiculous, you know? Like, I felt like, oh, well, maybe I need to keep I
You were,
need to keep acting because I got to pay the bills and do whatever, but get in there, do it, write something, create something, get behind the camera,
yeah,
you
agreed.
know, do that as much as possible. Um, Someone asked, what are your favorite actors? Do you have a
Living
favorite?
or dead?
I don't think it matters.
Doesn't matter. Let's see. My favorite actors. I've always loved Betty Davis.
Mm,
Love Barbara Stanwyck. I
hmm.
love Kate Blanchett as a modern actor.
Me
Jessica
too.
Lange. I've always loved.
Oh, me too. Francis. Oh,
That made
the best
me
performance ever.
ever. That I remember I was like in high school and I was trying to act and I remember when agents came and saw me in their show, in some high school show, and they're like, "We're going to put you on a TV show. We're going to do this." And I was like, I remember seeing Francis saying, "No, no, I want to do that. I need to learn what I'm doing because I want to do that." And I'm like, I have to be older to do that. But I really wanted to. That influenced me so much of where I wanted to go. She's so incredible in that.
She's incredible. And I love, you know what I love the most is that there's some really great, um, uh, amazing actors in their craft, but I love it when you see their peak performance, their that character, that performance, that film where, oh man, like everything came together for them. And I would say Jessica Lange and Francis.
Oh yeah,
Um, I mean, it's hard to choose a Kate Blanchett one because she's so brilliant,
she's
right?
so good. Also, I love. I mean, wow, I really went crazy on this one. I love old school, like Marlon Brando and like
Oh,
on the waterfront, right? Or Streetcar. That was an incredible performance. He was always so amazing.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and who else? Who else do you like? What meant? What?
Whitman,
I love Robert Mitchum too. I thought he was pretty. The
uh,
kids watching
no,
this are like, who? Who are you talking about?
no, I know. I like, no, I'm back there too. Like, The Conversation or Serpico or,
Of course, Emily's
man,
always been amazing.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
I think for like modern day, Cumberbatch is quite brilliant.
He's incredible. I
He's
agree.
incredible. Um, there's just so many.
Yeah.
I have a hard time, choosing favorites.
Hmm.
Um,
Let's have another question, and also we're going to probably have to end soon, right? It's already been
yeah.
an hour. We don't want to overstay our welcome, do
How
we?
long is it?
34 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Fun.
I don't want to bore people. Um. Oh gosh. Here's an easy one. Cats or dogs?
Oh, easy. Cats. Hello. I mean, I like dogs too, but obviously I wrote a book about my cat. I'm a cat
Uh,
person for
for
sure.
me, it's dogs because I'm so allergic to cats. I love cats, but I'm so allergic to cats that I am a big dog lover.
You can't.
So,
You can get the hairless cat. Those are kind of freaky.
oh, that would be fun. But if you have allergies to cats, will that solve it?
Yeah. Well, because they have no fur. It's usually the dander. You can also take homeopathy stuff. I've had a couple of friends, they take these things, and after a year, they're not allergic to cats anymore. My cat doesn't, people aren't allergic to him because he's got very short hair and he's a certain sort of breed. I don't know. It just depends on their dander.
I'm doing allergy shots in general because I'm just so allergic to just environmental stuff in general. Mold, dust, cats, like anything respiratory.
Tell
I'm allergic.
cat, your cat allergy.
I have a cat allergy. A spoiler for season 5.
She goes,
Just can't do it. Just can't do it. Oh, a lot of people asked, and this maybe we can end on this one because this is a good one to end on. So a lot of people ask, when is season 5 airing? And then also, when will it be available on Netflix? So I know that, first of all, we're having to be really creative with the way that we film
Mhm.
because of COVID. So and some people ask, like, what episode are we on right now? So we sometimes we're double boarding a couple of episodes at the same time so that we're in the same location. We shoot it out. We're taking so many precautions.
Yeah.
We have kind of like a smaller season order than normal because we want to like be able to do it safely. So as far as I know, we're airing in January. I don't know the date. The fans might know the date more, or maybe it hasn't been announced. I don't know. But yes, googly eyes.
I didn't mean. Now I'm on TV.
There you go.
I want to be on TV too, and now I am.
There you go. And so we're airing in January on CW. Um, we go on to Netflix in the US after we've aired all the episodes for our season on CW in the US because they want you to be able to watch it on that app first, and then it gets released to Netflix. But I think that might be different if you're watching Netflix outside of US. I think we're available on Netflix sooner, like weekly as we air. So that's my answer for that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I could write in and say you got to bring back Gladys. So Alice,
Bring back Alice.
no,
Alice a
Alice,
friend. Alice needs a friend desperately.
they need to have some sort of reconciliation
Alice,
between us.
and I don't think it feels like Alice doesn't really have like friends because she rubs everybody so wrong. So I think that Alice and Gladys, they have a serpent past.
Right? I think they used to be really good friends, and then
I think so. We were both serpents.
FP came in, and it's not good. I say reconciliation.
Yes.
Does all the work around the house, and he can cook, and we just have fun.
We just have fun. I like it. Let's do that. Let's pitch that. Let's pitch that to Roberto next.
I come back, have fun. That's it. See.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
Thank you so much. What?
now we have to make sure, because I know all you guys who are watching, you're here because you registered, but now just please have a plan. Do you have a plan to vote? Because it's easy to register, but you got to now really vote. It's so important. I know we said that before, but I'm just reiterating.
Yes. Stand in line, mail it in, take it to that box, whatever you got to do. Vote, vote, vote.
Vote, vote, vote.
Vote, vote.
Ask too. Be safe.
Wear a mask. Be safe. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this
Glad.
head count and this fun little conversation.
I'm like, yeah. I thought, I said, I know. I'll ask Mädchen to do it. They're like, sure. I said, really? I said, great. So it was really fun. It's much fun. It's so nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Take care. Tell everyone.
Take care. Okay.
And thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone.
Be vote.
Vote wherever you are around the world. Vote, vote, vote. It's cool to vote. Woo!
Vote.
Vote.
Bye. I'm going to end this so I don't go the wrong way. See you later.
Yeah, and save it. Make sure you save it.
So I push end and then I save.
Yeah.
Push end. Okay.